station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
All right. Hello again, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at Valley Ground. Again, my name is Melanie, and I am coming to you live from Visalia, California. Today, I'm extremely excited. I know Jill is always super excited. I'm extremely excited because today we have a very special topic, and it's definitely something that's touching everyone's hearts in such a special way. And I know that my co-hosts who are already here with me tonight will be also talking about that tonight in our episode. First, I want to also say a shout out because last episode we had Jeff join us, and he is one of the creative person in the Valley through the contents that he creates that definitely touch our hearts. And he is more on the food side, which, oh, and by the way, he actually reached his 10K just this week. It was actually Tuesday, so shout out to him. Jeff, congratulations. Thank you for joining us last week. And this week, we are going to talk more about the creatives, the creativity of other people in the Valley. And today, we will also be having some special segment guests. They are definitely close to my heart, and you'll see why later. But before I continue, I want to go ahead and say hi to our co-hosts. They'll introduce themselves and tell us where they're coming live from. We'll start with Jill. Hi, Jill.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you know, I am Jill, and I am coming to you live from none other than Santa Maria, California. And I do want to shout out Julia Whitman. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, we love to have you on our show. So happy Friday, everybody, or Saturday, depending where you're from. Back to you, Melanie. Thank you.
Thanks, Jill. Next, Caitlin.
Hi, everyone. It's Caitlin Bautista coming to you live from B to the A to the K E R to the S to the F to the IELD Bakersfield.
Hey.
I know. I wanted to be creative. I
love that.
I learned how to spell
But yes, hi, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into Valley Grown. Our episodes are every Friday night at 8:45 Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to Sister Terry, to my dad, Ramon Bautista, Ka Elvira Tamayo, for tuning in, Ka Andreas, your guys' parents. Yes. So shout out to them all.
And of course, last but not the least, Melby.
Hi, everybody. Before I do my greeting, how am I supposed to be that, Caitlin?
Spell by son.
Let me do some opera.
Yes.
Coming from Visalia, California. Hi, Ate Kara. Oh dear, here we are. I'm trying to be creative. Wait, where's my ukulele at? Oh well, it's in my closet. So next time. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. And hi, mom and dad. There you go. I almost said howdy. Trying to be creative here. Caitlin threw me off. She threw a curveball, and that was it. Game over.
Howdy.
All right, so we're having so much fun already, but let's not forget our topic. It's called the Creative Valley. So we know that creativity through different forms can provide that expression that will touch our hearts. So today we are going to showcase some of the arts that we have encountered out there in the community, even Jill's travels, and also some of the arts and crafts that have been created by those who are close to us. So Kuya Tech, are we ready to go ahead and show our show and so, please? All right. So we are now going to look at some of the arts that are out here in our community. Okay, so first we have, and oh, before I forget, please, if you live in these cities or if you've seen these arts, we want to hear from you. Please share with us your thoughts about these arts and crafts that we are going to show. All right, first, ooh, Fresno. Shout out to those who are in Fresno. So this is a beautiful and colorful mural that was requested by Downtown Fresno. The artist is Francisco Vargas, and the cross streets are Van Ness and Tulumi Diverter. If you've seen this is a really beautiful art. Caitlin, Jill, Melvi, what do you guys see in this art that we're looking at?
It's so cool. I like seeing like the different like cultures that are in like the letters and stuff, how it looks like an actual like postage stamp. I think it's very, very creative aspect to our Central Valley. I love it.
I like the brightness of the color. And I know too, I noticed on the ode, it talks about, looks like the trees. And we all know that Central Valley, well, the sequoias is right next to Central Valley. So that is all in there. But one of the other things are the people. So even with just this that you see, does it already say Fresno? How about you, those who are viewing? Can you tell us a little bit more if you're from Fresno, what your thoughts are on this art? All right, we're going to move on to the next one. Look at this. This amazing mural shows a boy reading a book and multiple birds of different colors crashing into him. The cross streets are Van Ness and Calavera Street. Any thoughts, Jill?
Are there a lot of birds in this cross section?
I love the different colors because I see that the different colors could represent different cultures as well. And I think, or it could also be different information. How about you, Melby? Anything?
When I'm looking at it, I can see the person who painted this, whoever he or she is, felt the importance of. It's almost like when he's reading a book, it makes him fly to another world. That's how
I like that
and the colors and the way it's streamlined, or the depth of every color, the texture, and the boy reading that book, he's just into it. So I think the artist is trying to tell us, for me, in my opinion, that if I were him and I'm reading a book, it means I want to experience life more, not just in person, but also through other people's limelight and eyesight. Through writing, which is the creativity here is also in the book. It's writing and then painting and drawing and their personal experience in the world.
Oh, I like that.
Love that.
So he combined it all in one, or he or she, whoever did this, combined everything that they've experienced in one scenario. That's how I feel when I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I agree. When I saw it, I was like, when I was looking at it, I was thinking of like, you know, when you're reading, you're like transported into like another world. You hit like a flow state, like an imaginative state of like the book you're reading. And like, I thought that's what like the birds symbolize. So great minds think alike. Like we're thinking the same. I thought the same exact thing. So I agree.
I love that you guys talked about how a specific art communicates exactly what the artist may be trying to impart to other people. I want to hear too from our Vine chat. What do you guys think about this art? And just like what Melvin and Caitlin said, and Jill, I think it's just amazing how certain creativity can speak into someone's heart. Would you agree?
Yes.
All right, next. Ooh, So check out this incredible mural in Fresno's Chinatown. The piece represents the community within Chinatown and the future of the neighborhood as the high-speed rail develops. So this art is actually by @Mauro_Carrera. Has
Wow.
anybody seen this in Chinatown in Fresno?
I
That's
haven't, but it looks so cool. I love like the combination of like the present and the upcoming future and like the past and like the culture. Just shows how fast time is going by, like the high speed rail. So yeah, I love it. It's so cool. I love these different types of art in our valley.
That's literally what I was going to say too. I
Mhm.
love the fact that it has that dragon, which is what it symbolizes as well, but also the high speed rail notifying us that it's going in a direction and it's going fast, and it just kind of combines the two, and I love that.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, everything's there from then. It's almost like from then and now and where we're headed. And even though we're headed towards improvement, progress, innovation, evolution, for example, behind us, we'll never forget where we're from. So I see that you have the culture, like what Caitlin mentioned, the culture and the vibrant colors. It's just so captivating. When I'm looking at it, I feel like I'm in the zone. I'm in the middle, and I'm just surrounded by that whole depth of atmosphere. That's how I'm seeing it.
I love that you mentioned about how this creative art inspired you. So that's, to be able to create something and inspire somebody about how the future will come and how it makes you excited, that speaks a lot about art and creativity. I love that. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with another art. Yay, Tulare County Fair, finally.
Yes, that is so pretty.
Love the fruits and vegetables, what we need in our
So this
system.
mural honors Tulare County's agricultural roots, depicting farm life, produce, livestock, and community gathering. It celebrates the county fair as a symbol of labor, tradition, and shared identity, linking past and present through everyday life.
That's so cool. I love it.
It's all the hard work. To me, when I look at it, it's the hard work, the result of the hard work of the people of Central Valley. And
Yeah,
it's like a bountiful, like lots of produce. And it's not easy to be a farmer, to wait and to be patient. That's definitely something I need to learn sometimes. But just seeing all this is what Central Valley is all about. And Tulare is actually, they host the World Ag every year. People from different parts of the world come to Tulare because of the World Ag Show. Have you guys heard of that?
I didn't know that.
No,
That's so cool.
Yeah, I know that.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I didn't know they do that, but I know that Central Valley provides almost half of the produce in the entire country.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I have a lot of like friends from school or friends from work who are who work a lot in agricultures, and I didn't know like Tulare like hosts like the World Ag like conventions and shows and stuff like that. So that's a really fun fact to know.
Maybe next time we'll go visit over there.
Yeah, Julia mentioned here, Julia Whitman, she said the Tulare mural is even more beautiful in person. I have yet to see this. I've been here how long and haven't even seen it.
Yeah, and she's actually from Tulare, so this is definitely very familiar to her.
Yes.
Of course, Adi Terry said, did someone say veggies, peanut bit? Oh, yeah. Now we're talking about food and vegetables.
All right, let's move into another art. Ooh, the artwork featuring cherry blossom is located at the Philip S. Rain Safety Roadside Rest Area on Highway 99 near Tipton, California. This rest stop features artful interpretations of the San Joaquin Valley's agricultural landscapes. I remember one of my coworker, every time she would mention to me that whenever the cherry blossoms, everybody just goes there and take pictures.
Yes.
Pretty.
They're gorgeous.
When I
Now
see them, I feel like a sense of peace. Like it's just very,
Oh yes.
it's just so pretty, and all the colors are just very. It's just easy on the eyes, and it just like it makes the whole environment just very calming and peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
I love
can-
that, Jill, that you mentioned that, because arts or any certain creative arts can help us to feel calm, and it controls also our emotions. That says a lot about what creativity does for everybody in terms of communicating deep in us, right?
Yes.
I love the cherry blossoms. This is really, I could just sit here and stare at it and just
I can
know,
see
this
us
is-
having a picnic in the middle of it once they bloom. All of us
Yes.
there having fun and taking photos and eating our
Yes.
munchies and whatnot.
Yes, the Valley Girls.
I should do that all one time. The Valley growing
day,
where
one day.
Valley is growing.
And sipping our favorite drinks,
Yes, for sure.
hot tea.
Well, I'm really glad
Coffee.
that this is displayed where everybody can definitely enjoy, because definitely we're enjoying it right now. All right, next art. Yay! There we go, in the heart of Miss Jill there. Greetings from Pismo Beach. So this vibrant mural captures the spirit of Pismo Beach with a playful clam, because clam it's all about the clam. Surfing the waves near the city's iconic pier, sponsored by The Break. It's a local bar and grill. The mural embodies the area's deep connection of surfing, seafood, and seaside fun. Its bold colors and whimsical design make it a standout piece, welcoming visitors to embrace the laid-back coastal energy of Pismo Beach.
I love this. It definitely brings out the personality of Pismo Beach, because it is a beach town. It's very laid back. It's very fun. You hear a lot of music, a lot of people, just walking around in their flip flops and just having a good time. And it's a good time. If you haven't visited Pismo Beach, definitely do so. It's beautiful, and sometimes it's cold, but it's beautiful. Rain or shine. So yes, and there is clam chowder. Whoever mentioned
I would say clam chowder. I gotta go.
Let's go.
I know. I've always wanted to go
What
to
I
Pismo Beach. Yes. Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
Come on.
So
out.
this picture makes you smile, doesn't it? Like when I look at it, I feel like it's fun. It makes me feel good just looking at this. So I love that this art definitely helps us not only to know what Pismo Beach is all about, but it makes you smile. Because the
It's
clam
so
is
inviting.
smiling,
Like,
even
It's
though
very-
it's gonna be eaten.
It's very playful indeed. The colors are vibrant. The clam is smiling and chilling and enjoying the waves and whatnot.
That.
At the end of the day, he's for dinner.
Yeah.
Sorry, clam. We love you. All right, next. Ooh, look at this. So Rachel B. Hayes, Along the Way 2025, is a textile installation in San Luis Obispo's historic Garden Street alley, featuring 8 handmade panels inspired by modern quilts and global bazaars. The work transforms the alley in a colorful, light-responsive space that invites movement and reflection. The colors are so beautiful.
That's so cool. I would want to see that in person. Just like looking
Right?
up, oh, there's a little surprise up there. Yes.
And if you look at it, it's like it leads you to like the middle. It's like almost like an entryway.
It's like an optical illusion, kind of. Like,
Yes.
yeah. Like, am I going in it? Like.
And it's handmade too. Wow.
Yeah, that's so impressive.
Mhm.
It reminds me of like one of those either big kites or what do you call those where you fly? People hold it and they're on top of the cliff.
Parasailing.
Oh,
Is that
yes,
what it's called? Yeah. It reminds me of that. It's like, the colors and the shape and everything about it. But yeah, it's beautiful. And what's astonishing the most is that it's handmade.
It really
Wow.
depicts the person's hard work. So for us to appreciate this based on how she put it all together, or
Mhm.
that's definitely amazing. I love that. All right, we're gonna move forward because I just realized our time's kind of flying. All right, time for Jill's travel. Excited about this, Jill. All right, Jill's gonna talk to us about some of the creativity outside of the U.S. Specifically, one of her favorite spots. Here we go.
Yes, definitely Paris. So this is, I wanted to share this as part of some arts and creativity for our show because as we all know, the very infamous Tower of the Eiffel Tower here in Paris, or not here in Paris, but out in France. And I wanted to show this because a lot of, when you think of Paris, people think of, romance and going there for falling in love and all that kind of stuff. Well, I went here by myself and I loved every moment of it. And I fell in love with my journey being there. I wanted to go there and just, explore. And also this, not only is the Eiffel Tower just a beautiful sight, but it also resonates resilience and innovation. And I think those are two really big things that I definitely admire because one, innovation, because I work in tech and I love, I'm a huge nerd when it comes to technology. So I'm all about innovation, but also resilience. This was also a symbol after, the war triumph or in Paris, and it is a national landmark. So not only am I, following the outside of societies of following, the city of romance, but it is a city where I fell in love with myself and been able to, enjoy this journey, like I said. So
I love that it being a landmark and representing. I know it. You mentioned before that for others they put it as a love, but this is more love for yourself. So that is amazing. I love that, Jill. I'm glad that you shared that with us. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. Oh, look at that.
very quickly, this is just another, Arc de Triomphe. So this was also, and to be honest, when I first saw this, I did not realize how big it was. So if you've ever been to Paris or France and you haven't seen the Arc de Triomphe, it was a lot bigger in person. So I definitely highly recommend going to visit it because it is beautiful, and it is, a landmark honoring the soldiers from the war and from Paris and France. So I know we're running out of time, so I'll keep it short and sweet there.
Thanks for sharing, Jill. At least you brought the valley to France and you get to experience this beautiful architectures. And thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how big that
Huge.
building is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bigger.
Okay. I
Maybe
was
someday
curious.
we'll go
It
over
looks
there.
really big, very detailed. I just love all the intricate
Mm-hmm.
engraved
Hell,
whatever design that is. Yeah, it's amazing
It's
how
so beautiful.
people are so creative in their own way. I'm so drawn in, but I can't zoom in right now. I'll zoom in later.
Yes.
What the
For
details
those who
are.
are watching, if you've been to France and you've seen this architecture anywhere in the valley, please share with us in the Vine chat, and we'll definitely want to read that in a little bit. So thank you again for sharing this with us. All right, so now we definitely will have to move a little bit more quickly, and let me go ahead and move forward with our next segment. So before we go to our next topic, I know Ate Melvi has a little something to share as far as arts is concerned.
Just quickly. There you go. This is the project that my son and I made way back when he was still in grade school. And this is the nucleus. So there is the nucleus right there, or the cell. I'm sorry. I mean the cell, and then the parts inside the cell. So you have the nucleus, you have the lysosome, the cell membranes, and what else? Centrosome. There's so many. Cytoplasm and Golgi body. What else? Mitochondrion. But anyway, it's this circle that you see is a foam. So we were trying to figure out how we're gonna do it, and then we ended up with using the foam, some toothpicks, some Play-Doh with different colors, some of these cotton, I don't know, fuzzy cotton stuff. I don't remember all the supplies,
Very
but
creative,
anyway,
very creative.
be creative. And then the second one is he wanted to represent his country by doing this. And Mom, if you're watching, remember this. Thanks for your help. And this is the barong. And this is the handkerchief, tied around the neck. And this was him basically, representing his own, his own self wearing this. So he typed in the information about where he came from, our favorite foods, the language we speak, and how many islands we have. And the last one, of course, it says here the karaoke was invented in the Philippines. You know what karaoke is, right? We're all familiar with that. And that's that.
Thank you for sharing. So one of the things that I noticed, because you did make this with your son, how did it feel to work together to create that?
Well, definitely it was not only amazing, but I discovered that it's the execution that also counts, because when you're trying to think of ways to express a certain idea, you have to come up with different themes, different ways of expressing them. And art is definitely, I think one of our viewers said it speaks volume. So when you create something from scratch, and even if it's just a piece of something and you make something out of it, it's very fulfilling, because then you know that you're not only thinking outside the box, we're being creative, and we're also discovering something within us that we haven't discovered before. And when it comes to creating projects, communication, again, is indeed important. And since our season 2 is all about branching out, we're branching out because we are now sharing what we've learned from our personal lives, and now we're passing it on to you. And hopefully that you'll learn and be excited with our shows every week, because we do our best to share everything that we know, and hopefully that this will definitely help all of us.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I would like to also share. So one of the things, I have 2 daughters, and she actually created, so this is more of like a description of who I am as her mom. This is my youngest one. She said all about mom. So this is created in a form of writing, because let's not forget books. Those are all still are considered creativity. She is blank 40 years old. I should have not read that. It's okay. She has brown eyes and black hair. Her job is to help others get better. She loves to eat spicy McNuggets. Oh, those are yummy. Her favorite drink is coffee. She is really good at cooking. She always says, "I want to squeeze your cheeks." She is happy when I make amazing drawings. She is super because she knows how to play volleyball. So it's so sweet, when your children create something and they give it to you. And so for those who are parents, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Please share with us in the Vine chat. The other thing is this little, this is a succulent, but it turns into a coaster. So it has like a basket, and it turns in a coaster. So then one of my eldest daughter actually made this. So then you can use it, and then put it back in there as a display of succulents. It doesn't look so, see, like a succulent.
That's so creative. I want one.
Speaking of creativity, before we run out of time, we are going to play some creative people in the valley, and those are kind of like the little branches that went out from me. So we are ready. So let's go ahead and show our growing seeds.
My name is Eleni Ann Siebel, and I'm 8 years old, and my local congregation is Orosi, and I like to do arts and crafts. I like to do paper art because it's fun, exciting, and relaxing. So what I use for this one is I use invisible tape, safety scissors, and color pencils, and a pen. And for this and all of these, I use paper. These are for your fingers, like claws. I learned how to fold those because I've thought of folding like a lot of paper, so I kept on folding and folding until I got this claw shape. I have this bunny that with a spring on the bottom that you can do this. That can do this. And for my second project, I got this little dragon. For all of so 4 of the legs are for your thumb, your pointer finger, your ring, your pinky, and your ring finger. And the middle one is for the body and the head. I feel proud of myself. It's like your house is kind of like a little museum when you see all your art project in like somewhere in your house. Kinda. Because it's like if you're showing somebody how to like make the project, it's like you like tell them and then you like do the project and then you show them what they're supposed to do next and then just my favorite one is the spring bunny because it kind of acts like a real bunny except it has a spring and it's just a head but it's blocky and you can do this. Is that if you want to make something really cool, like you want to make a mini village out of paper, even though it doesn't look the way you thought of it, it's not about the looks, it's how the thought you put into it.
My name is Demini Sabu. I am 22 years old and I'm from the local congregation of Arosi and I like to crochet. The reason why I started was because I wanted to make like cute little like gifts for my friends. So I started off making like these cute little like plushies or like they're called amigurumis, like the simple ones like a jellyfish or like an octopus, and I would just like give it to my friends, and then it just like kind of like went down the rabbit hole of like making a bunch of different other stuff because I had so much like yarn left over. I like had no choice. So I guess that's how it started. It's nice, but like I think when I give it to them and then like I visit them and or like sometimes they'll have it in their car and they'll still have it like after a really long time is when it actually really hits that like it was a meaningful gift for them. So then that I think the time spent having it rather than giving it is more heartwarming. I haven't done anything recently because I've given them all away, but these are the like stuff I do have. They're all purple because I love purple. One thing I was obsessed with making for me and my friends were these little leaf like headband or like headphone. I don't know what they're called, but they like look super cute on top of the head when you put your headphones on, or you can like use them to wrap your earphones around. I have this cute little these are, I think it's like a bandana, like you put it on your head and then it like drapes down your hair. It's also purple. And then I made these recently for my room. They're like kind of like wisteria flowers almost. They look like this, but if you group them up together and you kind of lay them somewhere, they look like a bundle, and it looks more like whimsical or like fairy-like. And then one of the more practical things that I've made like for myself is this sort of like book cover for my drawing tablet, which is also purple. I love purple, but it keeps everything nice and bundled together so that everything's there when I need it. And I just keep it in my drawer. It kind of protects it as well. I think this is like my most practical and most useful one that I have so far. So yeah. I guess like in one way, communication allows you to talk to people and kind of bounce ideas off of each other, right? Like if I were to go to my friend and be like, hey, I'm kind of stuck, like I have all this yarn, I don't really know what to make with it. And they'd be like, oh, wouldn't it be nice if like you made this cute little thing, you know? Like, oh yeah, I could definitely make that for you. And he'd be like, no. I'd be like, oh no, I know you want it though. And or like, I don't know. Yeah, just like bouncing ideas off of each other. When I finish it, I feel very accomplished and I just feel very excited to give it to somebody. Yeah.
Alrighty, we definitely have some creatives in the Valley. Thank you to Melanie's daughters for showcasing their works of art. I wish I could be as talented as them. They have to give us a tutorial, especially with the crocheting. I've always wanted to learn how to do that. So with that being said, if we have some creative folks here in the Valley or anyone tuning in at all, if you have any videos of yourself doing any hobbies related to INC, any videos of yourself singing to any iglesianicristo songs, please email valleygrown@incradio.net. Once again, that is valleygrown@incradio.net. We will look over it and try to feature you as soon as we can. So yes, back to you, Melanie.
Yes, and even for those for the parents, if you have children, we really want to show their talents from singing all through INC original music and also any hobbies they want to present. This is a perfect opportunity to do that. So please send it and we will review it and we will let you know when we're going to show it in our next INC radio episode here at Valley Grown. Of course, we will not forget our Vine chat. So we would like to go ahead and see what is buzzing in the grapevine. All right. Melvi, can you see any shout outs there?
We have a lot. I'm scrolling right now, so to speak. Of course, we always have Mario Oka. Good day here in the Philippines. They're watching. Greetings from the local of Brixtonville, district of Caloocan North. We also have Brother George Kenneth Collin. Hi, brethren. Happy viewing all the way from Ridgecrest. Oh, I know. Oh, hello to also to Zenaida, Carolyn Shank, Veronica. Oh, and Anaheim back said, that's how I feel about my bracelet because she's also very creative. She makes those beautiful bracelets that she gives to us every now and then. So thank you. Hannah. Anyone else? Caitlin, Jill?
I do want to highlight, Kamani did mention, saying, did you know that various chapels of the church were featured best architectural buildings, chapels around the world? I did not know that. That is wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, Paul.
Awesome. I don't know if this was read yet, but Julia Whitman said, I haven't had time lately, but I like to build furniture. Whoa, okay now. And make resin covered glitter tumblers. Wait, I want one.
Yes.
Bakersfield?
Or Valley Grove.
Avid Lego builder. I commend those who can build Legos. I try my best to be patient, but I am not as patient as people who.
We used to have Legos, the big ones, and now they keep getting smaller and smaller, and I can't keep up.
You know what else Julia said? She said, Melanie's serious. The glasses came back on. She knows the inside joke.
I didn't even notice that until you brought it up.
Made me laugh.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh.
And shout out to my best friend Jen commenting. She bakes and she crochets. She's one of the most talented and creative people I know. So shout out to her.
Oh, and one more. Omel Listens said, art powerfully communicates ideas, emotions. It speaks volumes. Absolutely.
Thank you, Mel. You're such a way with words.
Have you ever seen any painting or or any type of photography or drawings where you're so drawn in that you're just staring and that you can't keep your eyes off? Have you guys ever experienced that? Yeah,
definitely. In Bakersfield, if I can share really quick, I want to say maybe a year or two ago, we have a local art museum, and one of the exhibitions were the youth of the Central Valley, and it showcased the youth's paintings and sculptures and art, and they were all so different, ranging from what I experienced throughout childhood, what I experienced, even through the pandemic, or what am I going through as a young adult. And I was so immersed into looking at these different types of arts and mediums created by people who are my age or people younger than me. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly share that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And before time definitely flies, so before we end, I do want to ask one more question. There are so much creativity out there, but how does some of the creativity that we also have in some of our faith, the things that we see and the things that has been created that is shared to us, have strengthened or deepened your faith?
I think. Go ahead, Jill. No, you're good. Go ahead.
I insist.
No, okay.
Okay.
One way that creativity strengthens your faith is, I think one of the biggest part is music. A lot through the musical performances. One of our bigger activities we had in the Central Valley, or here in Central Valley, California, is our musical EVM. From music to performances to visual art. I know in our God's Message magazines, there's different art that is showcased by the brethren about different Bible stories or brethren. It reminds me that faith isn't something we say, it's something that we express. And it strengthens my appreciation for our community and reinforces my faith as well.
Yes. And for me, like what Jill mentioned earlier, she read how the chapels, just seeing our chapels,
yes,
it definitely strengthens my faith in a way that I can't even describe. Anybody else?
Yeah.
When I see, oh, sorry. Jill, go ahead before you forget.
Okay. I'll just go very quickly. I would say a lot of our activities also have create creativity in terms of building that strong bond and bringing us together in terms of even sports and just fun things and interests. And I feel like a lot of the arts and culture is really all about how each other how we feel. It's not just about what we see, but also being creative and coming together and building that camaraderie. And also, too, I want to say that it also builds my creativity in terms of Valley Grown, like coming up with these topics and just being creative I'm trying to, keep everybody entertained. So passing it over to you, Melby.
And thank you, Jill. We love your ideas. Keep bringing them on. We love them. And your travel photos. So I was just going to say, to add to what I think Caitlin mentioned this earlier about the God's Message magazine, what really captivates me the most is to just sum it all up with everything else that everybody said is when I see either a photo of, because again, I love sunset and sunrise, or any type of photography, great photos of brethren smiling, or the nature, for example. And then you see a poem, because I love to write poems as well. And you see a poem about a prayer, for example, or about their faith. That definitely transcends to me as well. And it's so inspiring because the church administration has a way of bringing the best out of all of us, including our skills, our talents, bringing people together, the love of the brotherhood, and just sharing everything that we know to everyone in the whole entire world, especially now that we have our faith that, again, we have all the congregations all over the world. So that's very, very inspiring as well. So thank you, everybody, especially
Yes.
church administration. Yeah.
Yes, and speaking of church administration, we really want to appreciate and thank our INC radio station manager, Brother Wally Tarai, our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Iranio V. Manalo, and especially our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you so much for all those who are supporting us, and continue to be creative, make a difference, and touch people's lives. So thank you. Have a good night. Sorry, it's like I feel like we get cut short.
We will talk forever if we
We
do.
will talk forever.
Thank you
But
so much, everybody. We love you. Have a great weekend.
Till next time, don't forget to join us every Friday at 8:45 p.m. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Have a good
Bye.
night.
Hope you had fun with us. Thank you for joining. See you next week.